Hello, my traumatized babies and mentally ill Barbies. It is the end of an era. I have 2 pairs of brand new glasses along with the contact lenses that I'm still getting used to. I had to, the first time I got them in, they super irritated my eyes, and then with trying the makeup styles, which is another reason why I don't wear makeup regularly, it really irritates my skin and my eyes. And I developed a sty on my left eye. And so I was just like, okay, well, we're just gonna let this heal before we put anything in our eyes again. And it pretty much has, but I'm just like, I don't like shoving crap in my eye. Don't like it. I don't know how people get used to it, but we'll see. So this is the daily energy check, a nice little collective read, see what's going on out there, see if we get anything different. Oh, well, look for a sign flew out. And we have the little and it flew out too, just this little lightning bolt that's on the card. So my other set of glasses is rounder than this pair, and it's more brown. Oh, okay. There are our next 2. And I'm layering on top with our little clarifier deck, and then the main deck is going to be this one for today. Let's see what we have underneath. Don't stop again. This might be our positive shift message. Choose a new direction. And success. I'm getting there might be some tweaks that you need to implement in order for you to have the best, the most optimum success, right? But the thing is, I don't know that it's something that you need to take a lot of agency with at this point, because what I'm getting for that choose a new direction is that it is likely you do not have to go out of your way to figure out this thing. It's sort of something's going to be presented to you that you maybe didn't consider think about before. And then once it presents itself to you, it would be in your best interest for you to pursue this thing, even if it wasn't in your original plan. So let's see, what are we gonna layer on top before I look at everything? And then delve into specifics. This, I'm not taking it as a full message, but I did see this at the bottom of the deck when I first started shuffling off camera, some kind of stress. Don't know what that's about yet. There's that new direction maybe, then I just go glare on the camera, the Knight of Cups. And I just see it might be a person or a situation coming in to help you out, but it's not like you desperately need it. I think you're doing just fine on your own, but like I said, you might have always figured that you were going to be doing stuff on your own, and then maybe some teammates come in. So on this look for a sign, we have the Queen of Swords. What I'm getting from this is going to be very apparent to you. This isn't going to be any sort of subtle thing that you're trying to figure out from oh, I saw a feather on the ground and that means something. It's not that. It is something that's going to be very relevant and in your face. And also I think what is being asked of you with this Queen of Swords is to maybe, the way I want to say this is not be too critical of this thing, or not don't be receptive to what is coming in for you, especially if it's something that you wouldn't have done otherwise. So in our middle column, we have reconsider with that sword. And I think, let me look at this card, a Queen of Pentacles. This may be someone coming in because this Queen of Pentacles and this Queen of Swords, they're facing each other. This might be someone coming in to give you some sort of gentle criticism that you probably should take. They may be, this is a Queen of Swords, so they may be asking you to reconsider your delivery, the way you speak, or it's going to be reconsidering the way you're thinking about a specific thing. or the way you deal with people. You might be a little bit harsh, and the Queen of Pentacles is much softer. So it might be interesting, this person coming in, it's sort of like the way you are together is going to, it's going to create a very interesting sort of alchemy. And so in our last row, we have improving health. I'm not getting that as health, I'm getting that as the situation. If you are receptive to whatever this is, whether it's a person, some criticism, this could even be like well-meaning online comments if you're on social media. If you are receptive to it and you carry it forward into what you are doing, it is likely your situation is going to improve. Improving health meaning the quality of whatever it is you are producing or the service that you are providing. So let's get into the details of this Queen of Swords and look for a sign. If you are any sort of boss or manager or hold any positions of power over other people, it also might be that the way that you're handling them is not really the best. Like you might be a bit more authoritative and you need to gentle that up. It also could be that you think you know everything. And while you know a great deal and while you have a handle on your situation, you don't know it all. All right, what is this? Yeah, a Page of Wands. It's some sort of incoming person, message, some sort of, let me tell you something. I would like to tell you something. I'd like to help you. I would like to offer you this advice. This is likely a person. They might be, I think this is just someone who, they have a bigger picture maybe about what you're doing. They have more of a bird's eye view about this ship that you're sailing. They might have been where you are now before, and they just have a very different energy than you. Like this is way more of like a nurturing, healing, compassionate presence. And I'm getting way more like actionable, and this is just how you have to, like you just have to do it this way and shut up. Like that's kind of what I'm getting. And I don't think that the thing that you're doing is wrong, but it just may not be being received in the best way. So yes, under this Queen of Pentacles and reconsider, like they are going to advise you or ask you to shift from however you're handling this into something maybe else entirely. I would also say that this person has likely, most definitely, been where you are before, and they want to help you to get where they are, because the Queen of Pentacles, besides being like nurturing and compassionate, and they help things grow. Like you'll notice that like the Queen of Swords in the realm of air, she's in a very sterile environment. It's a very clear environment. It's a sharp, cold environment. And there's a lot of truth and honesty there. But things aren't really going to grow so high up. Like it could be that you're being way too intellectual about something. While the Queen of Pentacles, there's a lot of growth around her. And specifically within the arena of growing things within materiality itself. So yes, I mean, that could be like a garden or something. But in this case, I would say this would be a client base, a subscriber or follower count, or money. They are going to be good at growing in the material realm specifically. Okay, and this last one, Knight of Cups and improving health. I just get, we have, and I'm kind of taking these on a parallel, not one kind of clarifying the other. Like, yeah, like if you want this really significant, like it seems like things are shifting for you in general, just on your own, but as part of this shift, if you want to reach like the optimal, right? The 10 of Cups for you and the people who you are dealing with. You are being asked to step into this uncertainty with this person because these are likely suggestions that are going to feel uncomfortable to you. And because they feel uncomfortable and because you haven't thought of them, it is likely that you may want to reject them outright or just think that like this person has no idea what they're talking about. But that, like, reconsider that. There's nothing wrong with trying something to see how it works, and then if it doesn't like yield results, right, just experiment with something else. Yet this person who is going to talk to you, it has a different perspective on what you're doing, and they're going to offer that perspective to you. It's likely they also can see where you are getting hung up, where you might not even likely be aware that you're getting hung up. And like this is just going to be a really good exchange for you both, and it is likely like this person, I just get perhaps this person even gets paid perhaps to do some form of consulting, but I don't think that like they're doing for you something that they wouldn't normally do for free. It's just sort of like they're being generous with you with that 6 of Coins. Probably because they believe in what you're doing or whatever your message is. The Queen of Swords is going to have a very strong message. Yeah, this person works really hard at what they do, and likely they'll want to work with you. So whoever this Queen of Pentacles is, they have the experience to back up whatever it is they're saying. And I keep saying this is like a very, very good like working relationship that the two of you will have if you decide to listen to what they say. Yeah, really great partnership. The Lovers. I don't know that is, ooh, the Devil under the deck. What? There might be a little bit of spice here. You know, I got the King of Swords as well. I've got the Devil, the Knight of Wands, the 3 of Cups, and the King of Swords, and the Knight of Cups again, and the King of Wands. And there's that 9 of Swords. If there is any sort of mutual attraction here, because I mean, you've got good chemistry. I'm getting that might be, because like this stress card, I saw the 9 of Swords underneath all those cards that I just mentioned, but I'm not getting that this stress is a big component of this reading. I just get if there is any sort of other chemistry between the two of you, it might be stressing you out some, because you're not going to know if this other person feels the same way, right? Since this is going to be starting off as like a business or creative partnership, that might stress you out. Like developing feelings for this person might stress you out, especially if you don't know if they feel the same way or not. So I am going to get a little bit more information on this sign, because I think we have a good handle on you. I'm going to look at what the sign is. I'm going to get a little bit more information on this Queen of Pentacles themselves or herself, and then I will look at what this Knight of Cups is, perhaps as it pertains to the nature of this relationship. Like maybe, are there romantic feelings here, and are they mutual? So can we get a little bit more information about this sign, please? What sign should they be looking for? I'm getting it will be very apparent. You're not going to have to get, oh, it's this person. This person is the Empress. So they will just be unmistakable to you. And that does make sense, the Empress energy with the Queen of Pentacles. Those are very, very aligned energies. this sign, Temperance. Like this person, this is just this person. They're going to be very patient. They're going to know how to communicate as effectively as you do. However, it's sort of like they are not going to have the same edge to whatever it is that they're discussing. They are going to be very solid in what they're saying, but they are going to be very like flexible with how they speak. They're going to be very considerate of other people, and they're not really going to tell, like when they give you criticism, it's not that it is not criticism, but they know exactly how to phrase things. They know how to put things in such a way where someone's not just going to automatically shut it out. Like they know how to tell you something without you feeling like you are deficient in some way, because they're not coming from this place of like, I know better than you. They're coming from more of a place of, oh, like I want everybody to do just as well as I do. And I think that if you do this, it might help you. Like they're not really gonna argue about it. And I just get they have a really good balance of like passion. Like they're not less passionate or dedicated or disciplined than perhaps you are, or even intellectual, because I get that they are. It's just that it's softened a whole bunch. They're just very, very good at mixing things and people together to get the right kind of results. All right, well, I feel like, let's see if anything comes out, because the sign is this person, and I'll pull a couple of more cards on this person, but I just get, I mean, we just kind of got that. Within the looking for the sign, we have a good idea of who this person is, at least what energy they're embodying. So can we get any additional information? I was getting this is the person of your dreams. It's possible that you have been manifesting this. It's also possible that they embody a whole bunch of different energies. Like they're going to appear and present one way, but as you get to know them in different situations, like you're gonna see like, oh, this person's like the immediate judgment that you may have of this person is, oh, they're too soft. Oh, like this person might be kind of a doormat. But then when you see them actually engage in an argument or a debate with someone, you're going to understand like, oh no, this person's not a doormat. It's just that, like here, the King of Swords underneath the deck along with the Nine of Wands. It's just that this person has been through whatever this is enough times to know what flat out doesn't work and where they shouldn't waste their time. So it is not likely this person, if they get into a debate with someone, is going to be the loudest person in the room. They would consider that a waste of energy. And here's the stress. It came out. Yeah, this person, get out of the way, babe. So we have the High Priestess coming out, and I just get this person, yeah, okay. This person has also developed who they are by contending with a lot of like trauma and personal pain within their lives. Like they are now, they've X'd out like things that they know. Like the things that they have cut out are things that they know lead to this Three of Swords. Either heartache, personal pain, toxic behavior, whatever it is, betrayal within relationships. They have healed from that, and now they tend to hold back from anything that they get a sense is embodying this kind of more cutthroat, like aggro, it's just very aggressive. It's like, you know what this is? This would be like someone with a measured, reasonable, patient response coming into like the most toxic kind of debate bro culture. That's what this would be like. But this person, what I'm getting from this Nine of Swords, regardless of how this person appears on the outside to you, like this could be a dream person for you. Yes, they may have a lot of insight. Maybe they're intuitive, maybe they're spiritual, maybe they come across as very mysterious to you. Despite that, this person still deals with the ramifications of whatever traumas that they have, on the most part, healed from and know how to manage. It's likely they have a very grounded practice or series of habits that they employ to keep themselves on an even keel, or in this very nurturing, loving, supportive energy. This person might have sleep issues. They may be someone who experiences prophetic dreams. I just get also that they're very, very protective of their interior world. Like they're not going to share that with anybody, you know, just anybody, no matter how they're presenting publicly. That's not the private person. So what's the deal with this Knight of Cups? The relationship maybe you will have as it progresses, if you so choose it. Oh, the Queen of Swords again. So there you are, or at least how you're presenting with your Ace of Swords. I'm getting kind of playful energy from this Queen of Swords right now. It might be that you want to kind of like tease this person, maybe poke at them a bit. The Two of Wands. Or that could be skepticism. Oh, when I said the thing about prophetic dreams, they also might be prone to night terrors. I think you're initially going to be skeptical about this because if this choice that you're being presented with, I think you are aware that you've already done a lot of hard work on your own. And I don't know that you're so inclined to leave whatever it is you've been doing behind based on whatever verbal feedback or communicative feedback that you're getting. Oh, there's something holding you back. And I'm going to look at this because the thing that is preventing you from making maybe the best decision, because I'm going to clarify the Nine of Wands before I get into this new information. It is possible that your initial response to this is to not listen or not deal with this person. And that is going to make things harder for you, like aggressively. And what is informing you, what is holding you back is some sort of not so great like thought patterns or behaviors that you indulge in. And I'm going to look at what that is in a second, but let me look at this Nine of Wands. And it could be just the way that you engage. There's like some kind of anger or defensiveness here. Is this? Yeah, like this person. Like, I just really think that you're used to a more combative culture, depending, like, I mean, it could apply in a lot of different ways. And I'm getting that like debate bro thing, like from this, like we play hard, or like we do things hard, but that could just as easily translate into a particular sort of corporate culture or even sales culture, client acquisition, the way that you deal with the people around you. Like, it's like fire. Like, all of this is fire. It's combative, but it's like it's wearing you out. Like, this is a poor way to manage this energy. And it's also not, like, if you're trying to, like, if you have a particular message that you're trying to get across, like, berating people isn't going to get them to change their behavior. It'll, in fact, just get them wanting to fight you more. And what I get is you are playing a losing game. Not in that what you're saying is wrong. It's just that the consensus opinion is likely against whatever your message is. And if you go combative, people are going to be less likely to listen to you. You're also more likely to be ganged up on, I don't know, that because like within the internet, like sometimes that works for people, I don't know. But it's almost like this person is calling you, because here's our Knight of Cups returning again. They're calling to a different side of you. They're calling to a different, like, I'm getting that this, like, this is that, like, the two of you, the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Cups, you have your backs to each other. And I don't get it's because the two of you are necessarily combative. I just don't think that you initially are going to appreciate very much the particular strengths of this other person. I think it's going to present to you as wishy-washy or as weakness, because the Queen of Swords like has her sword sharpened and ready for battle, whereas the Queen of Cups is looking to intuitive insight and loving compassion and all that sort of thing. And it's calling you to something different, like a different way of interacting with people, or maybe even a different way of understanding strength and power, or how you interact with the world around you. I think you would have a lot of benefit from this person, but if you lean super hard into this devil energy and put your fingers in your ears, proverbially, what could be the 10 of Pentacles will be the 10 of Swords. This is you sabotaging your own success. So what's this devil? Relationships. I'm just getting that as the way you interact with the community or the people that you deal with. It might be more romantic relationships, but not sure at the moment. What I was getting when I was shuffling was I'm always right. Like I'm correct. And I'm gonna pull a final card before I comment on that, because the card that I pulled, yeah, there's some sort of way that you interact with other people. I don't think that this is romantic relationships, though I would not be surprised if I talked to a number of your exes that they would have the same criticism for you within however you contributed negatively to your former romantic partnerships. There's something about you that believes you have all of the answers. You are the one that needs to dole out this information. This is also sort of like, it's just sort of like I'm above these people. Like I'm the one that has all of this knowledge or all of this stuff or this experience and whatever. And I'm talking down to you. Like, I'm the one that's at the center of everything. With the Magician, I'm the one, like, it's just not the way you want to be if you want to create or inspire positive change within this community, whatever community this is. What community is this? I was thinking it's something with mental health. This could be, I don't know, alcoholism, addictions, or it is just like mental health in general, like depression, dealing with anxiety, dealing with all of these things. And how not, like, so this person, the Five of Cups, they're dealing with grief, but it's because of this Three of Cups. Where's my Three of Cups? So in this Five of Cups, and actually, I'm going to pull out the Four of Cups as well, so I can show you this progression. So we're going to end with this 5, right? This person is in grief. Now, there's a constructive way to deal with this grief within community, these 2 cups that are behind the person that this person does not want to look at. Okay, what they want to focus on is this 3 of Cups right here. And this is also kind of the hangover card, because what has been going on to lead up to this 5 of Cups and the upsetness, or the upsetness returning, is that this is what this person wants to focus on, the 3 of Cups. In this scenario, it would be distraction from whatever is actually going on here. Like, this is the reality. This person has grief to face or problems within their own life, but instead of focusing on that, what they're doing is focusing on escapist pleasure, which can look a number of different ways. Like, you could be someone who wants to change the way that people look at porn or video games or even social media itself. It could be anything like that. It does not have to be an actual substance or alcoholism, but it very well could be. It could just be life balance that you're talking about. Like, it's not going to be conducive to your health or expanding your life experience to constantly be partying all the time. Like, yeah, we want to party some of the time, but when you do it to excess, we come to this 5. And what is in between the 5? The 4 of Cups. This is persisting with whatever this behavior is, this 3 of Cups, this hedonistic pleasure, until it becomes a source of boredom. But again, because we don't want to look at the actual issue, or because it's the only coping skill that we know in order to self-regulate or whatever, we're going to keep using it even though it is dead to us. This person is in apathy, but they are still doing this thing that is in fact not leading to change. It is leading to apathy. And then here we are, perhaps at the realization. And with the realization, after the 5 becomes the 6 of Cups, addressing the past in this instance. But the thing is, this person doesn't necessarily progress beyond the 5. Okay, because if they never alter their focus to what is behind them, the problems that were created in the past, they will simply return to the 3. Or they'll start at the 1, just that 1 drink, and then that leads to 2, and then that leads to 3, and then 4, and then 5 again. And it will continue looping until that person breaks this cycle. And the 2 of Cups is interesting in that, because this is also the social dynamics that surround these issues. The type of people that you tend to draw to you and who will back you up in these behaviors. Like, it starts with the 1 and then the 2, because the 2 of Cups is the relationship, and we already had it come out. Well, I see eye to eye with you. Like, yeah, we should do this. We totally should. This is a good idea. It's totally a good idea. Here it is, the 2 of Cups. We're on the same wavelength. even if that wavelength is a shit wavelength. You've got to go to this 2 over here. That's the healthier 2 that shows up in the 6 of Cups. So all of that to say, that is the community that you are dealing with. It is some sort of, like, I'd hesitate to say self-help because that's way too glib. I think you're doing something probably a lot deeper than that. And it's obviously, I mean, it's obvious. It's obvious that you are very passionate about this, but still there is something here that's not healthy. And I think it's just this perspective. And I think that letting someone in and listening to someone else will do a lot for you beneficially if you allow it, right? So let's see if you get any best advice or outcome. So funny. So funny. It looks like you are going to turn around within that little 5 of, like, I don't think that was you embodying the 5 of Cups, but we were just saying in order to progress, in order to come out of that, you have to turn around and actually engage with the 6 of Cups to break out of that loop. And I would say to break out of your own loop, you're going to have to engage with someone else in a healthy way. So what we have here is the 6 of Cups. So it looks like you probably doing just that, or you being suggested to do that if this is not in fact outcome. Progress to the 6. Listen to other people. Let them give to you as much as you are giving. Like, this is also, other people have gifts. Like, yes, you know a lot. Yes, you are passionate. Yes, you have a handle on all of this. And I think your message is an extremely positive and good one, and one that needs to be out there. However, you are not the only one that has these things. And you are likely not the one who is going to grow this effectively. That was the Queen of Pentacles doing that. So it would be worth your while to listen to them, whoever they are. And if you do, if you engage with this person, you are going to go through some type of radical transformation process that is going to leave you in a much more abundant place in your material world than you were before. One more on this 9 of Pentacles, please. Our 5 is back. Our 5 of Cups. Be a change of that. Maybe you are in the 5 of Cups. Maybe you are in some grief. I don't know. You might feel like things aren't going as far as you would like them to go. Or maybe you still have some of those, you know, distraction habits still lingering around. It doesn't look like anything horrible, but that devil. Yeah. It's so funny. The boss, the emperor, my way. I know everything. I know. It looks like that's what you're transforming from, because it's going to leave you in a very lonely place. Oh, yeah, the devil. This is what you're transforming from. This is what they're saying. This is what they are saying. Whatever of these residual coping mechanisms that you have that are perhaps like distraction, and this idea that I know it all, this is the devil. This is what is preventing you from having more abundance in your life. And if you deal with this person, that will be transformed. And also, it is likely that this will in fact become part of your message as well. because this abundance is also growing out of the very thing that has kept you where you are, which I still don't get, even though we do have the devil here, that this is like some freaking like heinous place. It's almost like residual energy. But still, it's keeping you from being probably where you would prefer to be. So anyway, that is the read. That is the outcome and advice, and I wish you all the best.